We have very, very busy days in the hospital. When we're taking care of an inpatient service, there are lots of responsibilities, lots of duties. People need to get home, and it's not trivial to expect providers to do discharge summaries at the end of a busy day after they've discharged 4 or 5 patients, but it should be expected.
When I came here 3 years ago, it was acceptable for a discharge summary to be done 29 days after the person left the hospital. 30 days was the cutoff. It's now down to 14 days. In my opinion, that's still unconscionable. The reason a discharge summary is so critical, it's your link and your handoff to the communicating doctors.
If a provider outside the hospital doesn't know what happened in the hospital, they're at a disadvantage in terms of picking next steps that need to be undertaken immediately post-discharge. There may be important items to follow up on. There may be important decisions that we made about medications that they need to understand.
When we queried physicians about what they wanted, they didn't want a 20-page complex history and physical. They really wanted a 1 to 2-page summary listing all the important things.
It's time well spent. It saves people time down the road. It's the right thing to do. And we need to make that process as streamlined and efficient as we possibly can.
I'm adamant that both I personally and the fellows that I'm training learn how to communicate with the physicians the very same day.
One of the approaches that we use in quality improvement in general is to display important information on dashboards so people can see how they've done over time. They can look at graphics that report their current rates of success on a particular metric, their historical rates of success on that metric, and there will be discharge turnaround time presented by clinical area, so functional unit, department, service lines within each department. And this should be viewed as a quality metric. This isn't just an administrative data point. This is something that lower is better.
All we would need to do is take the last 50 discharge summaries and see how frequently was the right primary care physician identified. How frequently did they get the discharge summary?
To visually see how you're doing, not only compared to your peers, but how you're doing compared to yourself over time, it's a very effective way to maintain momentum, continue to work toward improvement. At Hopkins, we take our work seriously, we take pride in it, we strive for perfection, and we're not going to give up until we get there.